Hi, cutie paisita lindas. My name is Nia, and I'm a Pilates instructor, yoga instructor, and certified personal trainer. Thank you for being here with me today, and I'm so sorry about the September split series, and the city just gobbled me up for a second. But it happens. Sometimes you get a little knocked down, but it's okay. You have to build yourself back up. So that is where we are. Thank you for joining me in my self-love sculpt series. And yeah, today I have a 10-minute full body workout for you today. All you need is 2 little weights. It doesn't matter whether it's heavy, light, just not super, super, super heavy. But yeah, no excuses, I promise. My apartment is definitely super, 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 super small, and I literally only have the space underneath my bed. So yeah, it's gonna be a lots of exercises lying down and everything. So yeah, you got this more than you know. Let's get started. First we start lying down, grabbing our weights, having our feet hip width apart, and then having our arms nice and 45 degrees. So that way as you push your hips up towards the ceiling or the sky, girl, maybe you're outside, hopefully you're somewhere warm, and then just pushing your arms up towards the sky as your hips go up as well. As you push the hips up, just using the ground, finding a nice grounding within the feet so you can push through the heels and bring those hips up. Good, pelvis to the sky. From here, Pilates hundreds, we're gonna find a nice C curve within our spine, having our head, neck, and shoulders up and off of the mat, reaching your arms nice and towards that back wall, bringing your legs together in a nice challenging height, and then push down for 5 or 10 breaths as you breathe in for 5 or 10 breaths, and then breathe out. Breathe in and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in. 45 seconds and 15 seconds off. Point the toes or feel free to flex. However you feel, as long as you're pushing down, feel free to use light weights if you can. We're gonna do shoulder presses from here. So bringing your arms, I just have to move a little bit over. Bring your arms nice and 90 degrees like a goalpost, down and up. Let's see if I can face you a little bit. We can, good. Down and up. Just have to make sure. Still on time. Good. Up. Nice goalpost position, making sure you're really up at 90 degrees. Good. That's what I mean, I promise. No. I feel like no excuses is a little toxic, let's be for real. But it's more like, make those promises to yourself and stay true, If you're gonna have that promise to yourself to lose weight or to have that goal of building muscle, just really hold yourself accountable to that. You got this. Up and down. Good. From here, feel free to find a nice modified plank or a plank of full plank position, just making sure your glutes are nice and in line with their hips and your shoulders, just pushing away from your wrists and putting your weight out of your wrists, right? So that way you're not crashing in, right? If you're doing a modified plank, just putting your knees right behind your hips, bringing those dumbbells up for a nice row, if you can, up and down. Feel free to amplify or modify however you feel. Up and down. Good. You got it. For this next one, we'll only need one dumbbell. So feel free to have one dumbbell, multiple, if your dumbbells are a little bit lighter. Mine are 10 pounds, so I'm just gonna hold one for my dead bugs, all the way up to the sky, stabilizing, bringing my knees nice and 90 degrees, just making sure I find my nice neutral position as I bring my legs out and back to neutral. Making sure your belly button is to your spine, head, neck, and shoulders to the mat, as well as your belly button. Back to neutral. Good. And in. Really stabilizing here. Out and in. Finding your breath as well. From here, we'll find our tricep extensions. So finding a seated position on your knees, hero's pose, right? Bring your dumbbells into both hands, one in each hand. And then from here, you're gonna rise up onto your knees, a little bit kneeling. Lean forward, a nice hinge, and extend those triceps. Just making sure they're squeezing nice and tight into your ribcage. Good. Nice and tight. Extend those triceps. Extend and in. Good. You don't want to chicken wing all the way in. You just want to slightly in. Good. Out. In. From here, we'll do a side lying bicep curl. So we will do 30 seconds on one side, 30 seconds on the other. You can find either lying down on your elbow, lying down completely on your arm, whatever feels most comfortable. And from here, making sure your palm is all the way up to the ceiling, curl and back in, like you're a mermaid. And up, a siren. You know, we don't need these. These men. Okay. Oh my gosh, barely. Sometimes I feel like just for heavy things. Like, just sometimes. Good. On the other side. Good. Down and up. Good. You got it. You can either have your legs straight. You just want to make sure your hips are nice and stacked, one on top of the other. A good side lying position. Feel free, you could also bend the knees. Whatever feels most comfortable. You're making sure your elbow is nice and tight on your hip so you can find that nice contraction within your bicep. Good. We're going into our plank position. We're going to do forearm plank and then into regular plank. So we're up within our plank, right? Making sure everything is nice and stacked. Belly button is spine as you go down onto your forearms and back onto your palms. Making sure you're finding your breath, breathing, and not rocking back and forth. Belly button is spine. Making sure you're finding alignment throughout your entire body as you push yourself up and go down on your forearms, nice and controlled. Good. From here, we're doing some nice stretches as well as working our obliques, putting your legs to about mat width apart. Feel free to use lighter weights. Mine are 10 pounds, so it's a little bit heavy, so I won't be using my weights, but you're gonna go out towards the side, reach towards one leg, the opposite leg, and then you go up, and then twist, making sure you're twisting from the waist, reaching your opposite arm towards the opposite foot, and then coming all the way up, reaching the crown of the head to the sky. Twist using the waist. Reach and stretch. Coming up. And twist left side. Reach. Try to get the nose to knee. Reach all the way up. Crown of the head to the sky. And twist. Good job. Our very last exercise, you could think about it as a peak pose from here. So we can go all the way down. We're gonna do some crunches. Feel free to amplify. I'm gonna put my 10-pound weight in between my feet, so that way it is heavy, right? You're stabilizing here. And then from here, we're gonna do crunches up and down. You got it, stabilize. Having your elbows all the way out and wide to the side. Finding your breath. Good. Stabilize. Look at the belly button. You got it more than you know. Elbows wide. Find that breath. It's the last 2 and 1. Good job. And the way down. Good job. Thank you so much, my cutie paisitas, and I really hope you enjoyed and appreciated that. Make sure you are subscribed, following me on both my TikTok and my Instagram, and feel free to join all the cutie paisita lindas in either my Instagram channel or my WhatsApp group. We talk about how we're moving with purpose in our lives, our weight loss journeys, our fitness journeys, and just how we're moving with purpose. That is also where I have my announcements coming out. We have our group fitness classes coming soon, a podcast coming out, as well as my freebies. And at the very end of this week on Saturday, I have my very first paid program. And in 6 weeks or less, you'll feel more confident in your body and feel closer to your purpose. Thank you so much, cutie paisita lindas. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Remember to move with purpose and move with intention. Bye!